welcome to the Ellevated podcast with me, Elle Cooper, and my lovely husband Jack, and Micheal Caden. Mickey Deathmatch, as we call it.
Mickey, big dick.
Mickey,
Friday night.
Never had a carb in his life.
No, not in his life, just the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Last 20 years since I've been in the business.
Yeah.
We watched an interview that was you interviewing Necro Butcher.
Oh,
and like
Jesus.
just hours straight. It was literally like 4 hours or something.
Oh, in real life it was 6.
Yeah.
Legitimately 6.
It was mad. I enjoyed every second of it. You got a buddy there.
Oh, hello.
That's Subway.
That's Subway.
Yeah.
Not going to claw my face off 4 games of death, is he?
Have you already started this?
Yeah, it started. That's why I clapped so I can start it.
Oh.
So would you? Oh, we're going.
No,
I mean, we can talk about that necro thing if you
I
want
guess
that in the podcast.
you're getting some BTS footage.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I've never been in a room full of so many upset people.
Oh, really?
And they weren't upset by anything, but they'd been in this hot room in Scotland for like...
Yeah.
It was an hour late in starting as well. So everyone... And it was in a basement of a bar in... Fuck knows what town it was, but it wasn't Glasgow or Edinburgh. It was like... middle of nowhere.
Wasn't it in Perth?
Yes.
Yeah, it was in Perth, wasn't it?
And it wasn't bad, like the town, but it was like you going through Lord of the Rings or some shit to get to it. It was just
through the
mad.
Shire.
Yeah. And we showed up as the show was about to start, so it's like, fuck, I'm supposed to be hosting this, and I'm dyslexic as fuck. So like, I can read perfectly, but if I'm under the pressure to read stuff, I'm like, oh fuck this, can't do it. Got there, I'm like, I'm gonna have to read all these questions and whatever. Showed up, there's like maybe 50 people in this tiny bar downstairs. I'm like, I've never met Mickey Knuckles or Necro Butcher. So I'm like, well, where are they? I'd like to meet them. Like, oh, they're not here. They were an hour late coming after that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just standard, isn't it?
Yeah,
You would expect nothing less.
they're the best.
We watched it, like it's 4 hours long. The version that's on IWTV is like, it's about 4 hours long. We watched it over the course of like 4 days.
Yeah, we had to watch
we just
it
kept
every
dipping
night,
in and dipping out.
tea,
It was like, yeah, should we watch another 20 minutes?
I watched it back, but
Really?
Did they edit it?
Oh, it's
It's
sweet.
edited, but barely. But the edit's really funny.
Well, it
'cause
must be pretty heavily
Jasmine
edited.
St. Clair came out with some stuff that probably shouldn't have made an edit.
yeah, she didn't talk too much in it, did she?
Oh, I kept skipping the questions.
Yeah.
I love Jasmine, as if she's watching.
She might be a fan. You
Shout
know.
out to
She's a lovely woman.
Right.
Crazy.
Opinionated.
Well, a lot of the questions were like tailored toward Necro Butcher because Andrew Crammond's like a huge Necro Butcher fan or wrestling fan or whatever.
Yeah.
So it felt like Mickey and Jasmine were just there.
Yeah.
So if there was a question that Jasmine had any input on or knew anything about, she was like straight there with it, trying to get a hot take.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she was trying to justify a place there, right? Like,
yeah, it's just it's just so weird. Jasmine St. Clair in 2025 was on like all these random UK shows.
Fucking brown panty matches in free PW.
Yeah. There was one time where I was wrestling Lou, but I'd been hanging out with Lou before the show, and it was like Jasmine was supposed to run in an hour match or something. So I was like, this would be really cool.
I think you told me this. Yeah.
And, oh god, she almost killed us with this cane.
What happened?
She came in and she just almost killed me with a kendo stick, just like a breakup, and which is fine. But I'd had a couple of beers.
Was she just breaking up a pin or something?
Yeah, and then there was a cat fight and stuff. But like, it was just a bit surreal that we were doing this thing with Jasmine St. Clair, which is great. The reality of the situation is we were in Kilcordy, Scotland, in an Asian wedding venue, if there is such a thing, with about 50 people in the middle of an afternoon. It was so surreal.
Yeah.
But I get back after stage after the match and have a couple of beers, and I just, you know, when you sort of come to present state, and I realise I'm just going off on a tangent. Jasmine St. Clair, I'm like, Tommy Sitch had this, and I'm like, fuck, I'm actually talking to Jasmine.
Yeah, you've been known to do that.
Yeah.
You've been known to do that a lot.
I've tried to stop it.
But no, I don't. Please don't ever.
It's the best thing.
It's
It's like free therapy. That's why I wanted you on the podcast.
Well,
when I think of Micheal Caden, I think of like funny stories and free therapy. Like, we will always give you a lift because it's funny as fuck just to hear your stories, especially after a few beers.
Well,
it's funny. I don't know.
But
the mood kind of changes. Yeah. It's funny on the way there. We've had some return journeys where it's not quite so funny, where you're in full sad boy mode. That's it for me. That's it for me. No more. I'm done. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. And that's another. That's another thing. Whenever we go on these trips, we always come back with a different Caden saying, and I don't think you won't even know how often they're still in circulation within our house. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like cold, bring a coat. I say it on the street.
It's true. I brought one a day.
I wish I could just say it in my accent though.
When jacket picked me well, I need to change my jacket. It's not cold enough.
I think I was feeling really down in the dumps one day, so I named a stream that.
Life's cold, bring a coat.
Yeah. There's so many more. We say it all the time.
When you've been partaking in a few doobie doobs, and like 10 minutes will pass and I'm stoned as a crow.
That's not actually my saying. That's a Danny O'Doherty saying.
Is that an O'Doherty?
A lot of our sayings are intertwined because we come through like different areas.
You often come in a pair though.
Yeah, you are.
And I did say I'm having him on the podcast as well.
I promise you we'll come on together and we'll do a full history.
That'll be the one. A 4 hour. Will not cut it.
If he comes and sees that table, he's not leaving. You'll have a 2-week Danny O'Doherty podcast.
I can do
so that was the original plan, to have Caden and O'Doherty, the dream team. O'Doherty.
Well, as we record this, it's Games of Death tomorrow.
That's very true. Yeah.
It's busy times.
So, and we were this close from getting Casanova Valentine to come and do it. But he's in Brighton knocking on with hippies.
I wish I was. I love Brighton.
He genuinely is.
It's quite interesting to hear the first stop that all these imports coming in for Games of Death, what that was. Like you say, Cass landed here, went straight to Brighton. That's obviously something that he's wanted to do. For whatever reason, that's on his bucket list. You said Pondo landed in London, straight to the dungeons. Right? Allegedly.
So we'll right. So Cass is just a punk guy, and he knows people in punk scenes and that. So I think he. I don't think he's just stopped on the streets in Brighton. I think he knows someone that lives in Brighton. He's went to visit someone he knows in Brighton.
That's so funny.
Madman Pondo's huge into like horror and stuff, isn't he?
He's massive. Yeah.
So I think he wanted to, when he landed in London, go to London dungeons.
Yeah.
But Chapman thought it was a different sort of dungeon he was wanting to go to when he said he was going.
It was a spicy dungeon.
Yeah. So as far as Mickey's already,
it could have gone either way.
Yeah.
To be fair, it might.
I'm supposed to be wrestling him, I think.
Pondo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm told it could be completely different.
Yeah.
Is it 2 days of wrestling?
It's 3 shows over 2 days.
Oh my.
That's a hell of a weekender.
And I think only 2 matches have been announced.
Yep. It's
the matches. The fact that like the Good Doctor's going to be in the same room as Madman Pondo and Mickey Knuckles is enough for me to be like, that's hilarious.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah. I really want to go.
But then come.
We have unfortunately, your selfish brother's gone and decided to get married on the Saturday, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm the best man.
Oh yeah, where's the wedding at?
In Harrogate.
I was in Harrogate the other week. I went for Sunday lunch. I forget what it was called, but it was really nice.
I wish I knew where you went.
It was. I can find out. It was like
we used to live
like
there.
60 quid.
Yeah.
We used to live
anything
there.
is.
I'd move to Harrogate in a second.
It's so nice, isn't it? But it's so expensive. But honestly, you wouldn't. If you drove, you wouldn't want to live there. It takes like an hour
it's
to
awful.
get out. It's
the
worst.
That's fine for me. I just want to get there and never leave. I just don't want anyone to know who I am.
Yeah.
That's the retirement plan.
Yeah, I think I would do
Harrogate.
that. My grandpa does that, right? He only goes out once a week for his ice cream.
If you do find yourself there anytime soon, Nomads. It's a little Turkish spot. Fire. Like their breakfasts are ridiculous.
Everything.
Right next to CEX as well, so you can go check.
I got
the
recognised in that CEX.
Oh, right?
True story, legitimate true story. This wasn't
by a customer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This was like I was with my girlfriend. I felt like a really, really big deal.
Yeah.
We went in. It's on the high street near there's all the shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And just went in to see if there's wrestling DVDs, right?
Of course, you can't walk past one.
We'll
have a look.
Of course, we'll have a look.
And even if the rest of you all will buy one, because I have the only things I'll buy is ECW DVDs. Because just seeing one in the wild, so
the price on them now, they know what they've got. You used to be able to. They didn't really know what they had, and they would sit there for like £3, same price as any other WWE DVD. Yeah. But some bastard's in the office now, and he's like, "Hey, these are these are worth."
I'll still pay £30 for a DVD I will never watch that I could watch online. For
a wrestling fan definitely works that now.
So I went in and. The wrestling DVDs are at a weird place in that CX, aren't they?
Yeah, right next to the adult section. Yeah. Tucked in the corner. They go hand in hand, don't they? Mm-hmm. Most people buying wrestling DVDs also need the adult section.
one of my friends, my back home friends, texted me the other day. You know, Darko got cut really bad on that show.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah. That was bad, right?
Yeah.
And one of my just hometown buddies that doesn't like wrestling, doesn't know anything about wrestling, but he's my mate, right?
Yeah.
He put in like the hometown group chat. He was like, "I'll read it word for word."
I want it quoted.
It's
verbatim.
my buddy Adam,
No.
big dog. He'll probably watch this because it's not a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
They've been never bring your real world friends to wrestling shows, even though I love them and I want them.
Yeah,
there.
I've learned
It's
that.
It's
I've learned that.
Spooky Slam 2, where I wrestled Big Joe.
Yeah.
One of my real world friends. That was
my
Tampa Bay.
first ever
Real
Rise show, I
world.
believe.
Oh, you killed it with BA.
Yeah.
He you know how there's that little stairway where people
This at Boom.
Yeah, the original Boom, and he was smoking a cigarette indoors, and the woman was like, "No, you can't do that." So he looked down and he thought it was like a pallet to jump on and get out through that stairway instead of walking through the crowd because it was busy, right? It's super busy. Turned out it was just a pallet of like glasses.
Oh,
like bar glasses. So he went
So
to step up. He bumped through 1,000 glasses.
took a big Zandig bump.
And it was in the middle of like Saxon and AJ Anderson's match or something.
Oh.
If you watch the footage, like
Everyone just turned around.
Like, what's
That's so
he
bad.
hid behind the skip for the rest of the night because he thought he'd like gonna have to pay for them.
Well, yeah, but
I
he did. I'm
would,
surprised he stayed. I thought he'd have just done a
Yeah,
run.
he had no other
I
option.
would've
So
quit.
hardcore kick
Mm.
for
Oh,
me.
that one.
Adam put, I mean this in the nicest possible way, Caden.
It's always a good start. Yeah.
I mean, and this was sent at 5 o'clock at night. I mean this in the nicest possible way, Caden. You and your wrestling mates are fucking idiots. Almost chopping your arm off to entertain a bunch of greasy virgins. So,
It's not wrong. It's art.
No, we're entertaining ourselves. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. Like,
We're doing it
I'm
for
keeping the
us.
14-year-old in me happy.
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Like you talked about doing stuff with Jasmine St. Clair.
Yeah.
Like, just if you could go back
In
and...
reality, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, as wrestling goes. But
But it's everything
I was
you ever
happy,
wanted when you were a
yeah,
14-year-old
of course.
kid.
Same as wrestling Man Bondo.
Yeah.
If it happens this weekend. So not that's going to be stellar. It's because 14-year-old Mike Caden's going to be over the moon to do it.
Exactly.
And
You've got to appease that in a
at
child.
this point, as long as it doesn't stink the show out and it keeps 14-year-old me happy.
And you don't die.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's so scary, right?
Do you get worried about that?
Now I do. I never used to.
No. But you have health insurance, right?
Absolutely not. I don't even have home insurance.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't even have a TV license. Like, I don't watch live TV.
Yeah.
No one has. Everyone has TV license. This is all alleged and CGI.
No
To be
insurance.
fair,
No,
we
Doesn't
don't
make a
either.
difference.
Like, what...
Are we talking about
We don't
health
watch
insurance
live
or TV?
We
I
definitely
have health insurance. My mum pinned me down and she was like, get health insurance. Touch wood, I've never needed it. But if I did, I don't think it'd cover me for anything, really.
I don't even
Maybe a
know what
night
it
in hospital
means,
or something.
Like, it's free healthcare in the UK, right?
But yeah, but it's to supplement like loss of income and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. Get 'em.
Yeah,
World's
the
going
balance
YouTube,
the
but-
balance is off.
It is. It's
Um,
super rough right now. Maybe like
I
4
think
day
like,
week.
well, yeah, my girlfriend said that like
Yeah.
longer days, but 4-day week might help. I
Yeah,
guess because if you're there, aren't you? Right?
yeah. To feel like an actual break from it all.
Because
as
there's no like respite, and especially doing what we do, well, wrestling. So like on a weekend,
Yeah.
Like for me, if I have nothing to do, I don't want to do anything. So
Right.
it's like going out for me is such an effort because
Oh,
if
really?
I'm not traveling up to Essex, and not that I don't want to do it, but the idea of just lounging around my pants and doing nothing,
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
fucking Married at First Sight, like that's great. Right? Even though I hate it, my girlfriend watches it. I think
But
it's awful.
yeah, I know what you mean. It's something that like you're so grateful when they come. They're so few and far between that those days where you've got absolutely nothing to do.
When them Scottish shows got cancelled, I was bummed out about a wage getting missed and hanging out with people. But again, my girlfriend, I said, "Oh, I'm not going to Scotland this weekend. It fell through."
Yeah.
She's like, "You don't look too upset about it."
Right.
I'm so happy that means this Friday I just get to do nothing.
I hear that from a lot of wrestlers nowadays. I think a lot of people are really tired.
And it's not the wrestling. It's definitely not the wrestling. It's the everything else.
Oh
that
yeah.
you're trying
If
to-
you could snap your fingers and
Oh yeah, 100%.
transport there, you drive like a few hours to wrestle about 15 minutes.
And like the road can be fun. Traveling with you is always the best because like I travel with like a bunch of different people. If we're traveling, we'll just fucking laugh at people and it won't be like. If you have a shitty match, it's hilarious. We had a shitty match. Like if the crowd, if it was a light house, well, fucking thanks for the house.
Yeah.
How many times have you two wrestled each other?
Once
in singles.
Yeah.
Really just funny story about how we wrestled for the first time.
Oh yeah.
So I don't politic for anything. If I politic, like everyone says it, like if I politic for anything, I'd have won a match ever in Rise.
Yeah.
I hate politics. I just can't be arsed with it. And one of the only things I've ever really pushed for is I want to wrestle Jack, and I wanted to make I wanted to do such a cool indie match. I wanted to do all this shit.
Yeah.
So it gets booked on a show which wasn't really advertised the night before Games of Death 2.
Yeah.
It was kind of a last minute show.
It was like maybe a matinee type
kind of
show or something like that. There wasn't much.
But Cass was on it and Schlack was on it and stuff, so it didn't draw good. The night after drew huge.
Yeah.
But
we're at Igery, aren't we?
Yeah. So, right, I need to do the show. I couldn't get off work the night before, so I had to work a night shift till 6 in the morning. And then I get a text saying, you need to go and meet Schlack. He gets kicked out of his hotel at 10.
Oh my god.
So I had not slept.
10 in the morning. You coming straight from work to pick up the human meat grinder.
You're making me tired talking about
meet him in Leeds. And then the show didn't start till 8 o'clock at night. So I just had to entertain Schlack all day on there. So you know what you do with Schlack other than take him to a bar?
Yeah,
I don't know. Gym? Put him in a gym.
Do you think I have a gym?
No.
How am I going to do that?
You know them shitty outdoor gyms? Them shitty outdoor gyms
just
in
do
the UK.
push-ups on the pavement?
Just drop him off at
the
one
park.
of those jungle gyms.
Yeah, the park. Think of him like a fucking animal.
Public animal number
I was
one.
thinking about that match this morning, actually, and I remember, not being the crowd the night before, and I did a flip off the apron onto a chair and I told you to move. And I remember just feeling every bit of it, just being like, oh god, so
you
bad.
Felt your soul leave your body.
Bad. And then G-Man said I did a shit promo afterwards because I got on the mic and I was half drunk because I'd fucking been knocking on Schlack all day.
Oh yeah, you give me the rub, didn't you?
Give me the rub, and then G-Man was like, you're pacing around like a tiger. It's like I fucking couldn't stand still.
I watched your promo today from when you and someone turned back the hands of time.
Oh, Johnny Storm?
Yeah, I saw that today.
He's not someone, he's the Wonder Kid.
The Wonder Kid.
Okay, yeah, he looks really wonderful. I watched. We watched it on the live stream. I mean, there wasn't too many comments. Someone asked me a while ago. What?
There was a promo for that?
You talked on the mic. Have you wrestled him more than once?
Oh, like an in-ring promo?
Yeah.
You grabbed the mic. You don't remember that? No knowledge.
I'm almost positive I didn't.
Oh, no. No, you definitely did. We were watching it on the stream.
After meeting Johnny Storm in Essex?
It was maybe before.
You watched it just this morning?
Yeah, we were literally watching it.
What did he say in the promo?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was just saying, this guy's going to be on my podcast. I know this guy.
I am prone to grabbing a microphone now after things.
Yeah.
Big Japan style promo at the end of the match. You love it, don't you?
Speaking of Big Japan, what about Abdullah Kobayashi?
To me, I'm obviously, I'm a massive Abdullah the Butcher mark.
Yeah.
To me, he's my favourite deathmatch wrestler.
The fact Rise somehow managed to pull it off.
He was so cute.
A little
I liked it when he was like, fish and chips.
Yeah.
Everyone liked
But my personal highlight that weekend was we stopped in this horrible hotel called the Campanile in typical...
In Hull.
In
Hull fashion,
and in typical indie wrestling fashion, all the UK guys, there was like 6 of us in a room with a double bed. So it's like Joe sharing a double bed.
That's my nightmare.
It's all bleeding all over each other.
And we were all cut so bad.
Yeah.
Because it was Games of Death the night before.
Yeah.
So Joe had a huge gash in his arm.
Yeah.
Lou had one in his leg.
It looked like a fucking murder scene in there. Like a mass murder scene.
Do you get hepatitis jabs? Someone needs to regulate this shit.
What?
When I was a piercer, we used to have to get so many jabs just in case we needle nicked ourselves. And if you got someone else's blood near your blood, you had to go straight to A&E. Yeah.
No, none of that.
Look at this. His soul left his body.
No, we make sure. There's one thing I definitely don't have is some sort of fucking disease where I'm going to lose weight, is it? So so we'd stopped this hotel the night before, and we're all just rough as shit. We'd been out with Cruel in Pop World. Real
which
weird.
is a weird image in
There's
itself.
even weirder stories that weekend.
There's a Pop World in Crew.
In Hull.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
With Cruel.
Oh, with Cruel.
Who
for the people that don't know,
Cruel
is 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know who you mean.
In Malcolm on
Did they let him in with his mask on?
Yeah, obviously. Obviously. And so we woke up the next day, and Joe has his car, and the venue's not far, but we're driving to the venue, so it's me, Lou,
I know what story.
Kobayashi, and Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe and Lou having a joint, and Kobayashi's like, marijuana?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, do you want some? So Kobayashi gets stoned, as you do.
Yeah.
And I'm the only person not, because I'm like, if I do that and fuck, I've got 2 matches today, I just won't.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll just crawl up in a ball and die.
Stoned is a bad.
Yeah. And so we're driving along. Kobayashi's obviously not used to British roads, so he's like shitting himself constantly. And I don't think he gets quite like you slow down to pull into somewhere to turn. Yeah. So as Joe's,
that's just not
oh my God. I was outside. Don't watch this happen.
So as he's sort of pulling in, I'm like, oh, there's Bandy, there's Elle, there's everyone. Right, cool. And then I see Kobayashi just open the door, but Joe's the only person that doesn't see it. Kobayashi goes set on, Joe just like accelerates and Kobayashi just eats shit.
Yeah, he took an extra bump that night, didn't he? Yeah.
But Joe was that hungover, he didn't even say. He was like, oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like, I think he just killed Kobayashi.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. I just want to get it over with.
Yeah, I turned up. I didn't do the first night. I turned up for the second night, and you were all worse for wear. It was like you were just like a horde of zombies. Yeah. I felt like the smuggest person in the world. You all just appeared.
So what we did, this camping there was like an American motel. Where it was like balcony ledges and you just went down to hotel rooms. So we'd all went down to the Americans' room thinking it's going to be like a frat house, right? Like party here. It wasn't.
Spring break.
But they all love weed. Yeah. So they were all just getting stoned, but we showed up with bottles of vodka, like, let's get on it. And that. Right. And Cruel and Malcolm Monroe, the third.
Yeah.
Were the only two that were like,
Okay.
So we're like, what we're going to do? So we went to a pop world in Hull.
Oh,
so like far too late.
Did Cruel like it?
Oh,
yeah. Did he?
Some really funny stories about how much Cruel liked it.
Oh my God.
I don't think he gets British culture. At one point he left his mobile phone on the table outside, them picture tables. And one of us went, Cruel, your phone. He went, it's alright, brother, I'm with friends. He thought everyone in the Began was his best friend.
Oh my God.
But what? Surely you can't leave your phone lying around in America, in parts unknown. I mean,
maybe where Cruel's from.
Maybe you can,
And it was, and then there was 2 shows the second day as well. It was such a killer.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. I loved it. That was one of my favourite weekends because everyone that does smoke in the industry was there. It was like the closest they'd been to.
I have a funny story about someone that doesn't smoke, and I won't use his proper name.
Okay.
But it's a wrestling photographer who's the.
Right.
And so occasionally fans bring edibles and things to the shows and gift
to keep you going. Yeah.
And normally they just get left till afterwards or whatever. Said guy who isn't a wrestler thought that it was some sort of weed catering and didn't realise there were fucking weed cookies.
Oh, okay.
And took one. So if you look at the in-ring photos...
They're all of the floor. They're all of...
He brought all the wrestlers out, took photos of the wrestlers by the ring, sent the wrestlers backstage and just took photos of the fans individually.
By themselves in the ring?
No, just by the chains on the outside.
Oh, right.
If you look on the thing, that's how the photos are. There's like 2 photos of all the wrestlers. Right, we don't need you. We all went backstage and then all the fans
just by the ring.
Just photos by the ring.
Did they not just Photoshop you lotting around them? Just plonking
Eventually, Danny DeMonto was like, get back downstairs.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God, nightmare. I have been a victim of that before. Way before I smoked weed, I remember I was at the British Juggling Convention. It's like 3 a.m. And a man with a ponytail called Simeon. Now, if a man with a ponytail called Simeon offers you anything in the middle of the night or in the day, just don't take it. It doesn't sound like a good mix. Anyway, he comes to me and he's like, would you like a cookie? I'm like, do you know what, Simeon? I'm really tired. I would love a little cookie before bed.
Just before bed.
That'd be lovely. And then I'm getting to bed, I'm all cozy, and then I'm thinking, I can see through my feet, I can see the walls, I can see inside. I could literally, I swear, I could see through here, and I got like an actual eye tattooed on me because I could see. I remember thinking I could see through there.
I don't know if that sounds like heaven or hell. Like,
it was hell. I thought I was gonna die. That's why I didn't smoke weed for a long time. It's only when I got older that I realised it helped, like medicinally.
You sure it was just weed?
I hope so. I mean, I'm not going to out our friend that did this, but they were in a strange circle at that British Juggling Convention where there was heroin going around the circle. Okay, no. I'm still adamant that Brett Thompson smoked heroin.
I'm like such a fan of like subcultures, which wrestling is, right?
Yeah.
The fact that UK juggling is such a subculture where there's people on heroin and stuff in its own little world. That's fucking amazing.
And it just coexists like amongst everything else.
Do you know at the British Juggling Convention, when there's wrestling on, there's a section where everyone goes and watches it live. So like the NXT takeovers, like when
takeovers are at the British Juggling
Convention. Yeah, like you can go off and watch.
Just heroin, what?
Yeah. It's so crazy. I haven't been for a very long time. Like they are the most unmanaged, like very well planned and managed, but the most wild things I've been to. Like I've seen nudity, I've seen naked sock fighting, and like.
It's such a shame.
It's not naked though if you're wearing socks.
Yeah, but like you have
to still. That's a big reveal. It's like blind panties, right?
There's a thing at midnight. At the juggling conventions where they turn into a thing called Renegade, and that's just where like over 18 games and things come. I hosted a night, and I was like, you know, Bookshelf Becca. Mm-hmm. I was gonna get her to make me a Carlsberg bikini because I was so passionate about Carlsberg as a young woman.
Yeah.
I don't even know what like beer I like or what alcohol I like. I'm like, I don't like unless I'm at wrestling shows or doing anything where I have to be remotely social. I just don't drink. Did you ever do the Old Sawmill Festival for Eyes? Yeah,
because I'm glad you came back to that because you're talking about juggling conventions and stuff, and I was just thinking, yeah, that was another night where it was a 2-day job, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was 2 of them, but the first one was way better.
Sorry, there's 2 whole separate events.
It happened one year, it happened the second year.
Okay, I don't know if I...
The first
I think I've only ever been to one.
I think you were definitely there the second year because you did that thing with Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
So it was a bit more controlled the first year.
Shout out Danny DeVito.
But the second year was good, but the first year was just insane.
The first year, I wasn't witness to it all because I wrestled there, obviously in this field. And then that was like early in the day, and then I did the double. I went to NGW and like wrestled in Hull City Hall, which is like thousands of people in that. But it's the beauty of the Indies, right?
Yeah,
like it covers both those grounds. And then anyway, I stayed with Miles and then came back to do the second day. And it was another one of those instances where I walked in, I slept in. Well, it wasn't a bed; it was a couch. It was better than you lot.
Saxon broke his
That's it. Yeah, that was that day. Yeah.
That was the second year.
Saxon, I think he made a couple of Fed appearances at this point. I think we were like one tournament deep. Yeah, he was in that state of like limbo. Yeah. Like, is he going by?
Yeah, he was definitely something.
Yeah, something was there. He was definitely someone who shouldn't have been breaking his hip doing roly-poly.
He was definitely signed to the Fed because he didn't.
He wore a hood.
Yeah, he was the
allegedly. Yeah.
This is the psychedelic Samaritan, Saxon, right?
That's it.
His brain just works on a different level. I love him. He bought a mask, boots, and a cape from Mexico.
Yeah.
And he came up with this full gimmick. He was a Red Baptist.
They actually came from Mexico.
Yeah. They weren't just the legit. Like,
I thought they were Sheen. No, this predates Sheen actually. Yeah.
So the first night, he just did a run-in and man lose match. And then the first night we go out and it's a very hippie-ish place and Saxon's a very hippie-ish guy, right?
Yeah.
So we're having all sorts of fun. The first year it was 24/7. Second year everything sort of quietened down about 3 a.m. and then they just went to different campsite places and stuff. And Saxon had drove there, but we really didn't have anywhere to stop. No. There was a couple of tents that people were stopping in. You were just kind of crashing in people's tents. I stopped in a tent with Aaron, who runs Play Brewery.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just came on a way back, right?
Yeah. And there was people crashing in each other's tents and stuff. And Don Black was there, and so was Cowboy John.
The Parker York, yeah. I remember that,
I left. Me and him were the last 2 out, and I just left him. I said, "The night has you, brother."
Yeah.
Taking that one.
Yeah. You belong to
the night. To the night.
You belong to the night.
And he did. He just went and met random people and just...
I think he slept with Jake that night. They had a little tent. I don't know if Jake brought
I can't remember Jake stopping over.
Jake was there because I
John definitely was there.
I turned up the next day and it was class because like I turned up and I was like, where is everyone? And it wasn't early. Like, we got there for, like, midday, and I was like, I'm sure the show's in, like, an hour or something. Where is everyone? And then I had to, like, go around and find you all. I would, like... It felt like a game. Hunt, yeah, it was like a weird scavenger hunt. I'd come across, that's Dom's foot hanging out of that tent. And then I could open it. I was like, oh, Jake's in here too. Oh, there's Caden.
So at one point that night, Saxon was like, we didn't really know why we were stopping in that. And Saxon had his car, and he maybe had a beer or two, and he doesn't normally drink, and he was like, if I love this business and Foley slept in his car, I'm going to sleep in my car. And he was so adamant on how Foley it was. Like, to him, a couple of beers deep, it was the most Foley wrestling thing to do.
Foley is God.
So he goes to walk off, and we see him just walking in the distance, and he fell down a ditch and blew his hip out. That's why he was hurt. And he just got a random crutch of a guy. Yeah. Like a medical thing. Some guy gave him a crutch.
So that's why he couldn't do the second day.
That and Vinnie Mac.
Uncle Vinny. Yeah.
Well, Dockley just texted me. That's probably going to be good content.
News just in.
Please be.
Right. I'll show this to you guys, and then we can maybe put it on camera.
Oh, fucking hell. That does not look good. Yeah. That does not look good. No.
No. Yeah, that's this weekend.
Okay. That just sets the tone. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We shall see. So yeah, this has been recorded on Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Games of Death. There's a pre-show tomorrow.
It's Spooky Slam tomorrow.
Spooky Slam is tomorrow, and then the tourney itself is on Saturday. So obviously, this Elle will have to chop and screw all this, and it won't come out till after the show. Mm-hmm. So, and at this point, we'll either include
the cancellation poster.
We'll include Mickey Big Dick holding that trophy in the middle of the ring, or we'll include him, in some corner.
Trying to bail some out in prison. Because I've somehow got done with that job, because I always get done with the shitty jobs at Rise.
Which picture do you think we'll be putting in there? Is this
probably
the year of the sad boy?
I think it's probably me getting Kevin out of prison.
Right, okay. Right.
I want that.
I definitely don't think it's my year. Tournaments are hard, man.
Yeah,
I
can imagine.
I mean, you never get to clean up, and you just keep going.
I did win a tournament in Scotland.
Yeah,
that was like 3 rounds. But again, that was so weird. It was in like a weird venue and stuff. It was too much. We stopped over that night. We had fun, and we went. Well, it was at an Indian Wen venue in Kirkcaldick. There's nothing in Kirkcaldick. It's like just
never even heard of it. It sounds like a spell.
No,
what are you saying?
And it's like these weird like sort of hut things outside this hotel, and that sounds a lot more glamorous than the arts. Sheds that they put beds in.
Right.
And Darko had one of them. We were all in different rooms in the hotel, but we all went to Darko's room because we thought, right, we'd be quiet out the way. Yeah. So it's like me, Brett, Joe, Lou, Darko, and Doc. So we're getting drunk on what little beer we could get, because we had to buy it from the hotel, because there was no tenants, tenants. And so we're getting drunk till 30 o'clock. Then we go home, and then we realised Johnny Storm's in the room next to us, and we didn't realise till we were going
in the shed next to you.
Yeah, like walls paper thin.
The Wonder Kid.
We're keeping the Wonder Kid up all night.
Yeah.
Like.
Would you lot shut up?
I'm
trying to get some sleep.
You've wrestled Johnny, right?
I've never wrestled Johnny. No, we were. I think there was at one point at TNT there was whisperings it was going to be me and Jake versus Jody and Johnny.
Oh, that's a dream.
Which would have been a good time.
I pushed super hard to get Leon to wrestle Johnny Storm in Rise, and it was like so close to happen. I don't know what fell through.
Yeah.
Leon was on that show. I don't know if Johnny could do it.
Right.
It was supposed to be the show where there was the first no barbed wire match.
Okay, and then also just Leon Slater versus
Johnny Storm. We need some draw, brother.
Yo, that's the best thing about Rise is the variety.
Yeah.
Right, and well, that's not the best thing. It might be the second, but the best thing is just the chaos.
Yeah,
like
it's
there is
beauty and disaster, right?
The wrestling is, I feel, too sanitized now, and it's all very, you feel too safe at some wrestling shows. Yeah. There's no anarchy.
Rise isn't safe.
That's what I mean.
Like the world's not safe. Why should wrestling be?
No. That's another one. Write that down. You genuinely, and I'm not just talking as a fan coming to a Rise, saying you don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
I've got 4 matches tomorrow. I couldn't tell you what one of them is.
Right.
There's no preparation. You just hope that on the day that you get told, you know what to do.
It's cool because you're there with all your friends and it's good.
Yeah.
Like everyone's sort of in and together.
We're all in this ride together. We'll just see where it goes.
See where it ends up, because it's going to be a story regardless.
Yeah.
That's it. The stories come from this, both in the ring and behind the scenes and stuff. And you know, these are the stories that like.
These are the stories when we were a kid, wanting to be a wrestler.
Exactly.
We were the stories that we could wish we could be a part of, and like sometimes you get lost in it.
Yeah.
I was thinking
that line gets blurred.
Yeah.
Like kayfabe sort of it bleeds into what's real and what's not, and that to me that's when wrestling is most interesting.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, you'll see a graphic. Seth Rollins might wrestle. Come on, help
CM Punk.
Right.
And it'd be great.
And you'd see that match go up, and you'd be like, "Oh, that will be a fantastic wrestling match."
But it's not going to.
There's no danger. There's no like you know. There's.
I thought this theory the other day, right? So wrestling now, I can only enjoy it watching it live because we live in a generation where social media is so prominent that even if you don't want to, within seconds of something happening, it's already on your phone.
Yeah.
When I first started watching wrestling, you'd hear about something on a tape, and then you'd have to buy the tape to see it. Yeah. Because you'd bought this tape and waited for months to get it, you'd watch the full tape. Whereas we live in a generation like Pondo and that Mr. Danger did the JC Bailey and Pondo suplex off the cage.
Yeah.
If I didn't know that was going to happen, it would have blew my mind in the match.
Right.
But I seen it 20 seconds after it happened, and I wasn't even watching the show.
Yeah.
So everything gets lost.
Yeah.
So it's really a time where like I don't know.
And like you said, that never used to be the case. Like, like I remember my brother's a big MMA fan and stuff, and he couldn't. If those shows like aired at obscure times as well, it'd be like 4 a.m. over here and stuff, and he wouldn't be able to catch it because he'd have work, and then he'd plan on watching it when he got home from work. He'd like leave his phone.
Yeah.
I used to do that for wrestling when I was younger at work. I had to go mute. So, like, I wouldn't go on any social media because I'd be so scared to find the results.
Right.
I try to do that if I can't see WrestleMania or a big show.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. No, I used to always do it, but I don't know. There was a long time where I did actually watch every pay-per-view that came out.
Right.
I love WWE, but I don't know. I don't like anything. I don't have the attention. I don't like
nothing.
I don't like music. I don't like anything. I get things are good, and I get the really good, but I know they're good, so I don't need to listen to it.
No, I'm not arsed either. I'm done. Like, the only wrestling I like watching is people that I know that are actually decent people because I like cheering for them.
I love watching wrestling.
That's what I like.
I watch just silly stuff, like nothing to make me good or better or anything.
I like watching really, really obscure.
I watch old lucha tapes all the time of stuff I'll never do.
These two both have a very insane collection of old media. I mean, you've both got hundreds of DVDs. So,
I need to stop.
Yeah, you do.
We have 3 bookshelves.
I thought I thought I had a lot. And then I went to Caden's house for the first time, and I was like, I knew he had some stuff, but I was like, oh, I wonder if he's some stuff equates to as much as mine.
Yeah.
And then I walked in there, and
I don't even know what I've got.
It's that. How could you? Like,
you need to make a spreadsheet.
It's so chaotic. It's in a separate little room, isn't it? In your flat, and I went in there, and I was like, oh my god. Look, I thought, well, actually, I walked in and I was like, oh, okay, we've probably got about the same amount. And then I pulled one forward to have a look at it, and it's fucking double layered. There's another layer behind it, and I'm like, what the hell? And it was so sporadic as well. Like, I know you've been spending a lot of time organising it and stuff.
Oh, no, I haven't. No, I don't even look at DVDs that come in now. I just put them there. Like, they'll find a way.
Yours are perfectly organised. I love it.
Yeah, like, you look at mine and I was jealous of the volume that you had.
Yeah.
You'll probably look at mine and be jealous of like the organisation.
100%.
And I've got some stuff that you can take with you. And
I have a bunch of stuff for you as well. When we go back, I'll bring you and you can get stuff. There's so much I just need to get rid of stuff. My girlfriend.
It was crazy. It was crazy, and not just DVDs. Like books, memorabilia.
Do you collect Wrexham books? Because I've
not really. No, you tried to push these books on me.
There's at least 40 books I need to get rid of. I have to sell them. Tried to give them to Big Daddy Douglas. I've got them all, mate.
Yeah,
and he does.
I imagine his collection is fire too.
He has the attic in his house. He calls it Wrestling Heaven, and he has such weird. I've never been, but he always like
really
come to Wrestling Heaven. No, because when am I going to go to Hull unless I'm wrestling there?
Yeah, you just told a billion stories of when you were in Hull.
Yeah, I suppose. But we get to the show.
But you were in Pop World.
Yeah, but I was in Pop
than Wrestling Heaven.
I was in Wrestling Heaven.
Should have been.
And he has like Kendo Nagasaki's sword that he did the knighting, you know, when he took his mask off and stuff.
I remember you told me about Rocco's jacket.
He has Rocco's,
I didn't know about.
I didn't know about. Yeah, he has just such obscure stuff. And Danny Douglas now makes DVDs.
Yeah, so shout out the Deathmatch Outlaw guys. They're absolutely killing it.
I almost wore my Deathmatch Outlaws jersey to support you today. It's the Caden one, isn't it?
You have to put a hoodie on underneath it. Yeah. I think it's going to be cold.
It is cold in that warehouse.
Life is cold.
Bring a coat.
Bring a hoodie.
But that venue's so sick where they have the Sheffield
I like that. Sheffield's a bit of a weird town. Like we went out there once, and again we went to Pop World.
Yeah.
It's right. Recurring.
Is this a tradition?
I just want to find like a grungy little emo bar to go where Hawthorne Heights is playing and we can just hang out and talk the business.
I'd rather do that. The Underworld in Camden.
Yeah, places like that. But instead, Pop World, Iceman's loving it.
Iceman's loving Pop World.
Iceman loves stuff like that.
You're joking? Iceman so much. I love Iceman and Jack. We watched some of Iceman. I watched some of Jack's videos. I subscribed to Jack, like all for it.
His intro is phenomenal.
It's a song, I couldn't sing
he's on the road with.
Yeah.
He's been making videos for years.
He has. We saw
County Durham's finest.
We scrolled back so far, so we were like, obviously we were picking a video to watch, and we just kept scrolling, and then it suddenly jumps to like decades, 10 years ago.
And he used to just he lived on this street in County Durham, which was like a rough old street.
Yeah.
And he used to just film Raggies and go around their houses and just film. It's called County Durham's Finest. I've watched every one.
Oh really?
So many times. Yeah, there's a guy.
Maybe we should be watching them then.
Oh, it's the best.
I did my Michael Caden research before this. You know.
Oh, you shouldn't have. No one else does. I don't even know myself.
You'll love
this. I tried to forget. Don't remind him of the stuff he's done.
So I was like, I wanted to see what the most Googled things about you both were. And is Michael Caden the wrestler still alive? Is the number one? Are you still alive?
Can you answer that?
Just about. I really, for someone for wrestling, you're supposed to put yourself out there and really be out there and stuff.
Bro,
I hate stuff like that. I hate people annoying me. I just like, even when I go back to my hometown, we'll go to a bar and there'll be like someone I was in maths class with school, like, oh, you're right, how are you going? I'm like, I don't know you.
No, I get that. It's because you're the big sad boy. You're allowed to be anxious and.
No, it's not anxious. It's just being moody.
But obviously, and at the same time, like, we recognise it that if you want to get out there, you need to put yourself out. But then at the same time, I just can't be.
You can never be bothered because you used to like.
I appreciate the guys that do it. But
fair play.
It's really cool.
They're putting a shift. Like people like Lou, people like Derice is the best example of it. Like, and they operate their merch like a fucking shop. You know what I mean? Like fair play to them. Yeah. Like for real, like I could never.
That's full-time wrestling, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, which makes you question, like, now at this age, like, could you be asked to, like, do it? And if that was your sole thing, then I think I could. But it would have to be a reliable, full-time thing.
Yeah, you need time for that.
You know, I'm not fucking living with my parents or doing stuff like that. Like, I need, like, to know that rent's getting paid. I need to know
that's
that.
it.
And especially with indie wrestling, like, I'll catch you when PayPal comes in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. You can't rely on these things, can you?
No. And some promotions are better than others, but
there is some really, really professional stuff in the UK
really
now.
Professional ones, I can't be arsed with it.
I know.
What are you being so professional for?
Have you had to put an invoice together for a company ever? Is that ever something you've had to? TNT, because they were under that Progress umbrella. And
just because someone paid me.
and oh right, was it not?
No, but she was just late paying me, so I had to send them it.
Right, okay. I hate ones where you have to do an invoice.
Maybe bleep TNT out.
I will. Me and my best friend allegedly invoice each other for loads of reasons whenever we give each other money.
But yeah, I'd say doing that stuff. I'll just message tomorrow like, you haven't sent me money, I can't have my money.
Mm-hmm.
Then normally it's fine. If they've got like a reason, if they're like, look, the house is down, I'll catch you.
Yeah, the ticket money don't come in
totally.
Till next week. It doesn't clear.
As long as I don't lose money by going to the show, I'm cool waiting like a couple of days.
Yeah.
But
that's it, and that's the luxury.
Where I can wait
that's the luxury of like having a real job outside of here.
Yeah.
The term "real job" isn't, wrestling isn't.
If you notice, fans have started saying that, it gets me so hot.
Yeah.
What?
I've heard fans saying, "Oh, I've got my shoot job tomorrow."
Oh,
like, you fucking moron!
Right.
This guy comes to all the Rise shows and he's like, "I've got a shoot job. I've got this." I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Shoot job, like,
broski.
what? This is your real job, your physical job, like. I a lot of me hates how overexposed wrestling is, which is bizarre because we're on the podcast talking about working wrestling.
We're just having a chat here.
But I hate the sort of the way that someone can listen to a podcast and they're highly entertaining. And I get it. A lot of times it's more intriguing hearing the story behind what's presented, right?
Yeah.
But in the same vein, just enjoy for what it's like. I don't listen to a song and think, oh, well, I'm not liking this because the guitarist didn't get this riff in. I like, if you tell me he didn't, okay, that's fine. Whatever, it doesn't mean anything. It's still a good song or still a shitty song. Like,
you don't have to look into it. Just take it for what it is.
But then, we grew up watching shoot interviews, so it's
I was gonna say,
it's
like,
such a double-edged sword. Right?
You can get really involved in stuff, and I have a habit like that. I was watching like roller skaters for like 5 days. I was like, I'm gonna get into roller skating. I was watching like professional roller skaters talk about it.
You just dived in for like.
So I'm not into like metal at all. Like I don't like metal. I think it's a bit cringy. But I love watching vlogs of like metal nerds going to metal festivals and getting drunk and like showing themselves up doing cringe. I was doing it this morning.
Really? Just to give you the motivation to get out of bed.
Like, there's some guys like the 45-year-old Scottish guy. He's like, we're here at Bloodstock and I've brought the camper van and stuff, and I'm like, oh god, please have a good time.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Well, I mean, they're doing the same stuff as us, right? It's just a different art form, but the road is still the same.
Rise was this close from getting on Slam Dunk once.
Oh really?
Just before COVID.
What could have been?
That could have been? That is mad. You could. Guys could be so much.
Would have got banned.
Yeah, but it could.
Infamous, maybe.
But
true.
It would have got banned, but it still would have occurred. It would have got banned after it happened, but it would have always been on your resume. You'd always be able to say that.
So for the longest time, anyone that was on that show at Leeds Arena for Rise weren't even allowed to go see a concert there. Rise got that banned.
That's where I made my debut. So that show was where I didn't wrestle on that show, but that's where I made my debut. The arena shows. It was part of a tattoo exhibition. It was. And it was.
We got spin the web of dreams.
So we were in like we were tucked in this little corner of like the lobby.
Playing Leeds Arena.
That's
why you had your main event Leeds Arena.
That's my line. Because it's still technically true. Yeah. Like it's not a lie.
We were the last thing on.
Every time we drive past First Direct Arena, I was like, I main evented there, and it's technically true.
I'm gonna tell people that.
Yeah. Tell them.
You know where you get like your beers and stuff in the lobby. We were just in the lobby,
just right there.
Like, by some stairs.
But it was weird because we were in the same dressing rooms, and you had all these posters of like previous.
I remember trying to steal a Pearl Jam poster for Saxon. It was like on the wall. Saxon was like, "No, buddy,
you can't do that, buddy." But it was people like that. It was Pearl Jam. It was like Jimi Hendrix. It was
so cool.
And it was like. These people, like, obviously it's cool, like, when you do the Brood and Elle, like, you're like, whoa, KRS-One has been in this dressing room and stuff. But these were mega stars. It was like, it was people like that had been sat in that same dressing room. And it was just weird. And then doing it, that was a cool experience.
It was an experience.
It was an experience.
Definitely weren't invited back.
No.
There's one, they have wrestling today in London at Comic-Con. Not today, Saturday at Comic-Con. I see. But it's not someone we know.
I don't think I'd like doing it at a Comic-Con.
You've done it.
I've done it.
Oh, you could see the kids from Stranger Things, right? Like,
so,
they again, watched you wrestle.
It was very much like that because that was essentially like a tattoo convention, wasn't it?
The presentation of it. Yeah, I've seen photos and stuff how they do it. It's just in the corner of a hall with the vendors around.
Yeah, it was so odd because in the way I did it, it was for TNT, and I don't think there was any sort of like announcement like, "Oh, wrestling's starting over in this corner. If anyone wants to go," we just randomly, at sporadic intervals, just a few of us would come out and just start having a match.
Show, isn't it? Yeah, so.
And it was so weird, like where we were set up, we were here, and then like this cast of Stranger Things were like, right, I don't know what Stranger Things.
I wouldn't recognise them if they walked past the window.
I didn't recognise them, but I recognised that
the logo.
The Stranger Things is a thing, and it was like super over, and I'm like, they were watching us like wrestle. It was just saying like, I don't know what was going through their mind, but it was just a weird dynamic.
I just love like wrestling in like dingy little punk places like the Brunel or like things like that. Those are my favorite. Like tomorrow and things. It feels like you're at Geek Mon or wrestling.
Yeah, it does, and the fans are really good.
Just these generic wrestling shows. Like, if I'm sat at home doing nothing, I will watch all-star shows every day. I'd love to go to one just as a fan. Yeah. But the idea of having to perform at one and cater to that sort of I get it, but it's so hard. It's too hard for me to care about. Like, give me a chair and let me point like Sabu.
I get that.
Now, so I've heard you describe Sabu as my absolute all-time favourite wrestler of all time. Mm-hmm. But I've also heard you say that about Hayabusa, about Kurt Angle, about Chris Hero, about Jody Fleisch, Are you able to give a definitive top 5?
Again, it's subjective, so it depends.
Depends what day you catch you on.
And I'm like that too. Depends what mood you're in or what you're watching it for in circumstances. It's the same as music, right? So who's to say this band is... Who's to say G.G. Allen isn't the best fucking guy ever? But then who's to say... the first time we ever met you, right? But who's to say G.G. Allen in... I don't know, who's really good at guitar doing something. Who's to say they aren't one in the same? So Schlack, for instance, right? Who's to say he's not the greatest pro wrestler on the planet? Because what is pro wrestling?
Exactly. Yeah.
So he might not be able to do a top wrist lock into a fucking whipping bandera and then he'll kick off.
But he can Schlack.
But he can Schlack. Yeah. And what gets the most appeal? Everyone can do that. It depends how you do it and who you are doing it. Yeah. So I don't know. I like all sorts. Iceman. I really like Iceman.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Iceman. OG. He's like this second run he's been on's insane as well.
But I feel if this is a controversial thing to say, I really don't feel it is. This has been the best run of his career.
Yeah, because there's
100%. Like you look back and he's wrestled all these people that have gone on to be massive.
It's the Terry Funk middle-aged and crazy run.
Yeah, Terry Funk's a tricky one though because I can't decide which era of Terry I like the best because like young babyface NWA champ is. Incredible.
If you're having a conversation like this, you need Saxon on. He'll
Saxon is he's a student of the game.
He'll be there tomorrow.
Oh, spoilers!
I believe so. Could be wrong. I don't know. Probably won't.
Is he on?
I don't know. I don't think anyone.
He might be. I might be.
You probably will be.
Elle might be.
Yeah. I think so.
Jax, thank God you're here, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you obviously got me carrier pigeon. Yeah. It's you and Saxon. In a Russian chain match. Yeah.
That's the best though. But, I really like NGW. I think it's cool, but God, could I be asked to wrestle for them?
Like I say, it's completely different crowds, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really cool though.
It does, doesn't it?
It's cool. Like I said, those whole City Hall shows, just cool to be in a building that grand. You know what I mean? And like, I'm very much the same. I love doing the dingy, hole in the wall places, and going back to it's just the best thing about indie wrestling, isn't it?
I mean, I hate them at the time because there's nothing worse than being in a shitty dressing room where you don't know where your entrance way is, you don't know where this is, you don't. But like at this point, I don't know how to do anything else. That sounds stupid because I've been wrestling since I was 14. But for going through that and like getting so customized to doing that and catering my performance to that, then sometimes you don't know how to act.
You get put on a show where you need to make an invoice and sign it.
We were in a fucking sports hall in front of 200 people and it was just a leisure centre. And I'm like, this is different.
Yeah. I get that. I think it's changing so much as wrestling, like because it's becoming so big in the UK the way it is now as well. It's just becoming prevalent in so many places.
I think it's sort of petered, and it's just sort of one of them mid-level things. So it hits boom, like everything does.
I hear about it everywhere. Do you know TNT is running in Bradford? In Bradford?
Is that not that Tiger and Tommy?
You thinking Tiger and Tommy?
No, no, really.
What? Jay out as TNT Extreme?
You're not gonna believe me.
In Bradford?
I mean, that's so
That must have like just been announced
Yeah,
while I went
it was
to
while
pick
I was on
Caden up.
stream.
Why are TNT running Bradford?
I'm sure.
Bet you were still not booked.
No.
It's this one. Breakout Bradford TNT Ignition. Bradford, Saturday the 6th of December.
Oh, fuck off. I did see that graphic, I just didn't read it.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have expected it to say
What
that.
is Frame 2 Complex?
I've never heard of Complex.
I looked it on the map, I couldn't figure out where it was. And yeah.
If Gradwell will be in action, this must be his first show back.
Yeah.
You know, I seen him break his ribs at a UKW show when I was like fucking
12.
My dad
It was in a social club somewhere in Wakefield. He did a moonsault off the top rope and like sabued himself on the guardrail.
What? He moonsault to the out?
Yeah.
Outside.
Him and Valcavius are from the top to the thing.
And Valcavius, I bet that was a match and a half.
It was
a young Gradwell versus a young
Valcavius
doing moonies at
Mad
UKW.
Shit, yeah.
Damn.
I think we wrestled the Great Naga, me and Chapman. No, we wrestled Jack Hammer in the triple threat match.
Okay.
Who is Jack Hammer?
Beast partner.
Oh, you mean the nightmare Jackie T?
Yeah. Jack Turner.
Shout out Jack Turner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's retired.
He was like, I know. I was speaking about to be about him the other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then he was the nightmare Jackie. Did he have the shorts on with the X?
He had his singlet.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Wow. And he really was in. Me and Chapman wrestled him in a triple threat, and all day he's really trying to show off his belt buckle, which was a bottle opener. Like, really
that's an era. That's an era. The bottle opener belt buckles.
Do you remember the
ones? You got a beer for us? Like,
You'd literally go into the city and buy a belt and a belt buckle from Route 1, wouldn't you? And like, I remember buying the Superman ones, and like, it would poke a hole in my jeans or my crotch every time I used it.
But it was worth it.
I did not wear jeans for years. Now I can't wear jeans.
I can't wear jeans. It's so uncomfortable.
You get to an age, don't you?
Yeah, I hate jeans. I hate them.
Yeah, we're going out tonight. We said I'm gonna have to wear jeans, but shorts right now. It's cold as hell out there.
Yeah, I'm wearing a skirt.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
Like, no, you get to that age.
I'm
just gonna be comfort. Yeah.
Like same thing this weekend. We're probably gonna end up. I'm not taking jeans.
No, why would you? Why would you need jeans? You're just gonna be a bloody.
To get into Pop World.
You
need to get into Pop World. So are you gonna be in Pop World with Pondo?
That's what was my next question.
I guess it's like maybe it'll become like a hate Nando's. I don't hate it, that's a strong word. But I hate how it's glorified. I hate how it's glorified. Like Nando's it's just chicken, bro. Yeah. It's just, and it's not even battered. It's just fried grilled chicken. But people, see it as it's synonymous with the UK, and it's like it's supposed to be one of our.
From the UK though, is it? It's Australian.
I don't know,
but I don't think it's the UK.
But people see it as as soon as I touch down UK, you're gonna get a cheeky Nando's, see what all the hype's about.
I used to pretty much live in nightclubs back when I was living in Hartlepool and stuff like that. 9 day weeks ago.
Ideas like that.
But yeah, then you forget about them, right? Now I couldn't go into a nightclub to save my life. But you get into this pop world and you're like, even for me who doesn't go out anymore, this is lame. Yeah. Like if it's not for Iceman body popping over there, I wouldn't be in here.
It's about the people and what you're doing, not about the place. Man.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that something that the UK is going to become synonymous with?
For wrestlers, maybe.
A cheeky pop world.
If you keep taking the mold there, mate.
It's the only places that are open. I thought Sheffield would be good for things. Sheffield, right?
It's pretty quiet.
But it was genuinely the only place open.
Until PPW opened, I don't think I'd ever been to Sheffield in my life. And like, we're from Leeds. I've never been in my life, and I just assumed it was just some little town outside of Leeds. And then PPW opened and started training there, and started doing a few shows in Sheffield, like some in the centre, and I'm like, rah. This is a proper city. This is a big ass city.
I had an idea it was a big city.
With two fat hippos.
It is.
It's just nothing like, right? I don't know, like, if you go to Middlesbrough, right, it's not a big city, but there's like 1,000 bars and nightclubs there. In Sheffield, there's just pop world.
I can't comment on the nightlife.
We went shopping there, didn't we, once?
Sheffield? Yeah. What, Meadowhall?
No, just like in town. We got that mug.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. There's like one cool street.
Yeah. Does it?
It's got all like high street stuff and that, but then there's like one cool like indie street. Yeah.
There's some cool food places as well.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Manchester.
I love Manchester.
Yeah, Northern Quarter is my favourite.
We love Manchester, yeah.
Is this it? Said anything to get us in trouble or not?
No.
Blank out TNT, blank out Tony Knox's name, all good?
Oh,
you didn't mention him until then.
Oh,
you didn't say his name. You were good until then.
I'm going to bleep it, and then people have to pay for the Patreon.
We were driving back from Sheffield and we seen him just on the street with all his worldly possessions.
Yeah.
That wasn't at the same time? Was that at the same time?
Different cities.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this camera here is pretty new.
Yeah.
I did a show, Grand Pro Wrestling, just last couple of weeks ago, and I knew Tony would be there.
Were you in like a gauntlet on that one?
No.
I watched. I'm so lame. I just watch people's vlogs on YouTube because I have such a sort of attention span.
Yeah.
And there was some, or maybe it was on TikTok. It was someone's vlog, and you were in like a gauntlet match. And I didn't even know you were on the show. I was like, oh, who's this? Oh, there's Isaac North. Oh, there's Jack. Yeah.
Oh, right. No, I was in like triple threat. But why was I even? Oh, talking about Tony Knox.
Oh yeah.
This you just got this camera, TK.
Talking about beep.
And you were like still getting to grips with it, weren't you? And I was like, oh, he's the person you need to talk to. And then just as I pointed him out, I looked over. He dropped his phone. just at that exact moment, I was like, that guy will tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
remember Rob Cage?
Photographer?
No, wrestler. He was Uncle Bobby. G-Money's partner.
Oh, yeah, the buffet club.
He told me the best nickname for TK ever. They used to call him Tony Knox eating chips.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
He was just sacked
I've heard that, yeah.
So whenever me and Jack were going, where's Tony Knox eating chips? Eating them fucking chips.
He's eating them fucking chips, isn't he?
Yeah, funny guy. That same said show where he had the cookies. The show's about to start and he's just frantic walking around. So merch was set in the lobby, right? So he's looking around. I'm like, "You all right, Tony?" He's like, "Oh, thank God." He'd left his like huge spotlight, the big thing. He just left it in the lobby for hours and couldn't find it.
Right.
And thought it was just gone to the
I've
ether.
been there. I've been there when I'm that high. Don't do. I tried it the other day. I was so high. I took a Puffco to a wrestling and I was doing dabs all night. I was so high and I had my camera. I was like, shh, shh, shh. I got home, got my laptop. I was so excited. I looked at every photo. It was just blurry. I was like, oh my God, no. I'll get there one day, though.
I don't know how these like ICW American guys can like do it so much because fuck me, man. Like,
yeah, I can do anything better when I'm stoned for the most part. It depends on the weed, though. Thank you so much, guys, for being on the podcast with me. I know it was unexpected, and you're a good spot for coming on. Thank you so much.
Anytime you want me to be on,
you have to sleep though. You do have to go to sleep eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
After Game to Death, I've got a bit of a second win now.
You have to drag Danny back in here. Like
I promise you, me and Danny will get on it and we'll do.
Yeah, that'll be one. We won't even need to be here.
No, we'll just leave you guys.
Just
you
leave.
can have it. I'll set up your podcast.
And yeah, maybe provide a few tenants.
Some green friends.
Yeah, just throw them something in every now and then. And
It'll be absolutely.
Just like a pet.
Just slide it under the door, just to keep you nourished.
Yeah, no, it's been really fun though.
Yeah.